My name is James Carter, and the day my wife Olivia tried to intimidate me with divorce papers was the day she discovered who I had truly become. We had been married for 8 years, and although our relationship began with love, recently it had grown cold and distant. Arguments became normal, affection nearly disappeared, and respect gave way to sarcasm. I had tried to repair things. I arranged counselling, suggested vacations, cooked dinners, but every effort was met with indifference or, worse, ridicule. Then one Friday evening, she came home early, her heels echoing across the floor, a sharp edge in her steps that made me glance up from my laptop. "James," she said coldly, dropping an envelope onto the table. "Maybe this will finally get your attention." I picked it up and saw the bold words, "Divorce agreement." I looked back at her. She stood with her arms crossed, a faint smirk on her face. "Maybe now you'll understand what you're about to lose." I studied her expression carefully, calm despite the tension she was trying to create. "So this is your way of communicating?" I asked. "It's motivation," she replied coolly. "Maybe now you'll fight for me." For a moment, I remained seated, the weight of the papers in my hands. Then something inside me changed. I stood, walked to my desk, picked up a pen, and without saying a word, signed every page. Her smirk disappeared instantly. "Wait, what are you doing?" "Exactly what you wanted," I said quietly. "You wanted a reaction. This is mine." I slipped the papers back into the envelope and handed them to her. "If this is what makes you happy, Olivia, then I won't stand in your way." She stared at me, shocked, her voice softening. "James, I didn't really mean—" "No," I interrupted gently. "You meant to control me, to make me afraid. But fear isn't love, Olivia. It's control." That night, I packed a small bag, booked a hotel, and left. I didn't yell, didn't slam doors, didn't message her. The silence I left behind spoke louder than any argument we had ever had. Days turned into weeks. I officially filed the signed papers, but at the same time, I finalized something else, a deal I had been working on for months. I had co-founded a small tech company a few years earlier, one she often dismissed as nothing more than a hobby. What she didn't know was that the company had just been acquired by a major firm in a multi-million-dollar deal. The same week, she tried to frighten me with divorce. I became a millionaire. A month later, Olivia called. Her voice sounded unsure. "James, I've been thinking. Maybe we rushed things. We could talk." I could hear the hesitation in her tone, the sudden warmth that appeared only when she sensed something had changed. "I heard about your company," she added casually. "Congratulations." I smiled faintly, though she couldn't see it. "Thank you," I said. "But I think it's best we go through with the divorce. You were right. It's time we both get what we deserve." There was a pause, followed by a shaky laugh. "James, I only wanted to scare you, not lose you." "You can't scare someone who has already found peace," I replied before ending the call. 6 months later, I signed the final papers, this time with a calm and steady heart. I bought a new home, traveled for the first time in years, and reconnected with people I had drifted away from while trying to save a marriage that was never meant to last. I didn't hate Olivia. In a strange way, I felt grateful, because when she tried to frighten me with loss, she unknowingly set me free from a life built on fear. She wanted to teach me a lesson about power, but in the end, I learned something far more valuable. That real strength isn't about winning someone back. It's about knowing when to finally let go.